It was late on a rainy Tuesday evening when Adam, a single dad in his mid-30s, stopped by a small coffee shop on the edge of town. His 8-year-old daughter, Lily, sat at a corner table with a hot chocolate, coloring quietly while he waited for their order. The place was warm and smelled of cinnamon, but something in the air felt tense. Adam noticed her the moment she walked in, soaking wet, hair plastered to her face, clutching a worn leather purse like it was the only thing she owned. She took the seat farthest from everyone, but her eyes, they kept darting toward the exit. At first, Adam thought she might just be in a hurry, but then he noticed her hands trembling as she stirred her tea. Every few seconds, she glanced over her shoulder, her jaw tight, her breathing quick. He followed her gaze and saw a man standing outside in the rain, leaning against a dark car. The man wasn't looking inside, but his presence was unsettling, his posture too still, too patient. Adam felt his gut twist. He leaned closer to Lily, pretending to help her with her drawing, but really watching the woman. She reached for her phone, hesitated, then shoved it back into her purse as if she'd thought better of it. Adam knew that look, fear mixed with calculation, like someone weighing the risk of making the wrong move. When the barista called his name for the coffee, Adam walked past the woman's table and gently said, "You okay?" She froze, eyes wide. "Please," she whispered so softly he almost didn't hear. "I need to get out of here." But he's watching. Her fingers gripped the edge of the table so tightly they turned white. Adam's mind raced. He'd been in situations before where hesitation made everything worse. He glanced at Lily. She was safe, busy coloring, and then back at the woman. "Follow me," he murmured. "Don't look at him." He casually walked toward the back of the cafe where a side door led into a narrow alley. The woman hesitated for half a second, then stood and followed, clutching her purse like a lifeline. They stepped into the dim alley, the sound of rain muffling the noise of the cafe. Adam led her toward his car parked around the corner. He unlocked the back door for her and Lily, pretending this was all normal. "Get in," he said quietly. She slid inside, shaking, trying to catch her breath. Once they were on the road, the woman finally spoke. Her voice cracked as she explained. Her name was Emily, and the man outside was her ex. He hadn't taken the breakup well and had been following her for weeks. Tonight, she thought she'd lost him, but then he showed up at the cafe. She didn't want to call the police, afraid they wouldn't come fast enough. Adam listened, nodding, his hands steady on the wheel. "You're safe now," he said firmly. "We'll go somewhere he won't find you, and we'll call the police from there." He drove to a well-lit gas station near the highway, where there were cameras and people around. While Lily sat in the car, Emily made the call. Adam stayed close, letting her know she wasn't alone. The police arrived quickly, took her statement, and promised to handle it. Emily's relief was visible. Her shoulders finally dropped, tears mixing with the rain on her cheeks. Before she left with the officers, she turned to Adam and said, "I don't know how to thank you. You didn't even know me." Adam smiled softly. Sometimes you don't need to know someone to help them. You just need to notice when they're in trouble. As he drove home with Lily that night, Adam couldn't shake the thought. How many people had passed Emily in that cafe and seen nothing? How often do we look away instead of stepping in? That night, he knew one thing for sure. Sometimes being a hero isn't about big gestures. It's about noticing the quiet signs of fear and acting before it's too late.